Hi, my name is Eduardo Weil, and
I'm Talia Ware.
here we're doing the extra credit for Dr. Moser. And so here we are in the Manhattan site for the girls soccer field. And today we're going to have a little sample of the soil. So here we have a little bit of clay, a mixture of organic and inorganic soils. We have some clay, and then we also have some just regular dirt. It's pretty hard to.
It looks like it's well graded,
Mhm.
and we're thinking it's a mixture between organic and inorganic.
It's difficult to pull apart, so it's pretty dry. Smelling it,
That
smells like dirt. Well, light hint of dirt.
Yeah.
So it's pretty some organic stuff's in here. Other than that,
We're going to take a sample. So now that we have our sample, we're going to do a Delantasy test. So we believe that it's a clay because it's acting as a solid, this type of soil, and it makes it, it's hard to break down, as you can see. It's acting pretty much as a rock probably would. So during this test, we're going to take some of this soil and we're going to put it in your hand or palm, or that's what we're going to do. It's still a little moist, so I'm going to add some water to it and kind of make a soft putty in my palm and see how it reacts to shaking, tapping, squeezing, and see how it remains after everything. So it's just like let's see. Add a little bit more water. Okay. That's disgusting. Alright. So, pretty much what I'm supposed to be showing here is how this looks bad, but even when wet, it's still acting as a solid. Like, shaking it, squeezing it, tapping it, it's not doing anything, which results, that shows that it's a clay. And that's, I believe, the end of the Delantasy test.
so for the next test is we're gonna test out the plasticity of the soil, and basically it's gonna be just to determine the toughness of the soil, and basically we're gonna determine whether it can support its own weight and be molded back into a coherent mass, as well as its toughness during kneading. So we're gonna start here. We have the soil here, and we're gonna get some soil, basically get it, put it on the palm of our hand, and because it's already moist, due to the fact that it's clay, but it's not completely wet for the use of this experiment. So we're gonna add some water, and so we're gonna pat it, put it together, mix it up to a point that we can use for to determine the plasticity of this soil. So here we have it a little bit too wet, so we're gonna add a little bit more soil. And basically what you're gonna want is something that's you're gonna be able to roll. And here we have maybe a little too wet, but you're gonna keep messing with it. It's gonna, because there's still some crumbs of soil in there, so that you want to get those to mix with the water as well. And so I think now it's ready. Yep. Now it's pretty much ready to be rolled. And with this, we want something to roll at a diameter of 1/8 of an inch, basically kind of like the diameter of this pencil or less. So we're gonna put it on the cutting board and then roll it, and basically it needs to crumble at a diameter of 1/8, that's when we should see some crumbling happen within the soil. So we're gonna roll. See, there's already some cracks happening, so that's kind of what we want to see. Some cracks happening already as we thin it out. See, here it's already cracked up, so it cracked right here. We're gonna check it out. It's about the diameter of the pencil, so that's kind of what we want to see. But we're gonna keep rolling. We're gonna keep rolling this because it's a little thicker. And as you see here, it has the toughness is pretty. It's medium to high, but well, see, it cracked here already. So this is what we want to see. We want it for it to naturally crack on its own, and it's about the right diameter that it should be happening. It's a little thinner than the pencil itself. So with this, it has pretty much a high plasticity index. So from this experiment, we can determine that this soil is definitely clay.
And this concludes our visual soil classification.
Thank you. Hope you enjoy.